Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. This is probably the most commonly quoted line by Warren Buffett, and investors around the world are probably watching him like a hawk right now in the moves that he's making, which is why I'm creating this video. So if you haven't heard the news yet, but last night news broke that Warren Buffett's holding firm, Berkshire Hathaway, sold some of his positions in Delta Airlines and Southwest Airlines. So let's just get straight into those numbers right away. So according to the filings shared, these transactions took place on Wednesday and Thursday, and Berkshire said that it sold approximately 18% of its stakes in Delta Airlines and approximately 4% in Southwest Airlines, which amounts to a total count of nearly 13 million shares in Delta Airlines and 2.3 million shares in Southwest Airlines for a total dollar value of $314 million in Delta and $74 million in Southwest Airlines. So I'm not sure. I don't know what to make of this news. I'm not sure what Warren Buffett's next moves are going to be. But right now, the news is out that they have unloaded some of their holdings. So clearly, it is not the total 100% of their holdings, but it seems as if something strategic is happening. I'm not sure exactly what's happening out there. But of course, the marketplace did react to this news. And this happened in aftermarket trading where both Delta and Southwest Airlines really took a little bit of a hit in aftermarket trading. So we still have to go through pre-market trading on Monday, and we'll see Monday morning how the markets react to this news, if there will be more selling, which causes the stock to drop more, or if people will buy more and the stock will rise. And then once the marketplace actually opens for trading on Monday, we'll see just how the rest of the market will react to this. So I just wanted to bring this news to you all. And of course, there is no reason given right now as to exactly why these transactions took place and what the plan is moving forward. But I wanted to talk about this, especially as a small investor, and looking at this as an opportunity to really begin to invest in companies and ride it out over the next few years. I just want to say again and reiterate, if you don't have funds separate from your emergency fund, this is not the time to begin investing, because as we can see, large investors, they're able to make moves. And when that news drops and it happens in the aftermarket trading hours, there's nothing that we can do but sit and watch our money decline. And then you have to go through pre-market trading hours again and see whether it goes up or goes down, and hopefully make the right move at the bell. But if you're nervous about what you're putting into the marketplace right now, you really shouldn't be putting that money into the marketplace, because on Monday when the market opens up, if you do sell to save what you have that you shouldn't have been investing, and the stock actually goes up higher than where you purchased, then it may not have been the right call. And there's no actual way to truly know what's going to happen. The signal right now shows to me that the marketplace will probably drop more, but I have no idea. There is no way that I can be able to predict what's truly going to happen. And I do want to share another piece of news that did come out from Delta Airlines, from the CEO, Ed Bastian, I believe is his name. I'm not sure how to say it. Bastian. Don't bash me for saying it incorrectly. But basically, he released news that they're burning through $60 million per day during this pandemic. So that's significant news to take into consideration. And they do expect revenue for the second quarter to be down at around 90%. So these are numbers that we as investors have to begin to take in and really level out what our plan will be or strategy will be if we decide to invest into these companies. At this time, obviously, no one out there knows how long this pandemic will last. No one knows what measures the U.S. will finally come to, and where we will begin to lighten up and have restrictions lifted. And if we just look back about a week ago, President Trump wanted to have the country open for Easter. And shortly after that announcement, a few days later, he released news extending basically the shutdown to the end of April. So as long as cases are still going up and the virus is still being spread, things won't return back to normal, at least for the US, for quite some time. So this is something to really take into consideration before jumping in and purchasing a stock. And I apologize for that noise. Anyway, but I just wanted to bring this news to you all really quickly. This was in the video that I had planned to release today, so now I get to go back and work on that video. But this is something that's out there and is worth discussing. And one thing I want to share, I do have a video on my channel talking about purchasing through cruise ship stocks. And as I've been watching it, I go in with a strategy and I saw that I had significant returns and it was only $500. So I didn't really have to worry about that $500. But I did see that I had some good returns and I've been watching it. And as those stocks were on the decline, once they hit a certain level, I decided I was going to sell those stocks, and hopefully I made the right call, and I did. So I was able to make a profit, and basically all of the stocks are either almost down to where I initially purchased in or even below where I initially purchased in those stocks. So you do have to really think about what you're doing and create a plan so that during these times you don't go broke, and definitely do not invest money that you cannot lose. But if you guys like this video and like the content on this channel, definitely give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, and if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. Comment down below. Let me know what it is that you think Warren Buffett is doing and what you think his strategy may be moving forward, as there was no reason given for selling these stocks. Until next time, guys. Thank you.